Pete Huskins.
And I'm Jared Huskins.
We're from Ohio, and we brought Rosie our Galah today, mainly working on really myself. When I start doing new training stuff with Rosie, I kind of get stuck at some points and I don't know how to fix like a behavior that might be going on or how to shape something. So it's more so for me, like, what do I need to do to help her to get over something? There's just certain points I lose her at, and I've been working on recall training because I'm actually like really interested in doing your free flight course. So I kind of wanted your guys' opinion today on that.
Sweet.
The problem is I created a behavior where I will kind of like, so she'll stay there and I'll go over to like a spot, but before I could even get to that spot, she's already flying to me, and I, in the beginning, did not catch that, and I rewarded it. And now ever since then, like, I just can't get her to, you know, stay until I call you. And I've done it to where, okay, I'll just take a break, I'll turn around, give it a few seconds, turn back, and that'll work. But then, you know, 2-minute break, go back at it again. Then, you know, she's doing the same thing, turn my back. Then she's flying to my shoulder while I'm like facing away. So now it's just kind of like, okay, now I'm stuck. What's the best thing to do? And I've like gotten to the point where, you know, like I'm this close and kind of like do that to her to start her off and, you know, take smaller steps. But
she's like, cue me the trick, come on.
Yeah, let's just see where you guys are at, and then we can kind of give you some feedback.
Wave, say hi. Good.
I'm just gonna clean you up right there. Try to click at the top of the wave, not as she's putting it down.
Okay, so like right when she like, right there?
Yes, because you want that behavior. You don't want, you just, the first one you reward for the hand coming down, the foot coming down. And you want this, right? Or this. And so you can start to fine tune how high that foot goes on exactly where you click.
So right when I see it, click immediately.
Yeah, you're taking a picture of the exact moment you want to repeat.
Can we spin? I know it's a little harder, this one. Good girl.
Nice. And that you clicked when the second foot and rotations, that was great.
See, like right now I didn't call for her. All right, let's wait. Wait. Good. Wait. Good. Good. Come. Good. I know you're so eager. So like right here, like if I just wait, she's getting impatient.
So you cued her.
Did I?
Uh-huh.
How did I?
So what you think the cue was, you thought the cue was come, the cue is your hand in that position. So don't say anything, but put your hand in that position and watch what happens. That's your cue. So you've been cueing her without realizing it.
Oh, okay. See, this is good. Hi.
That was a good game.
Okay. So basically keep my hand down.
Can you put her away for a sec?
Yeah.
There's like 80 lessons already, so I don't want to fill her up with.
Yeah, there's a
It
lot.
broke my nail. Thank you.
So just recall her. She's willing to do that. Perfect. And give her a treat for that, and then give her a treat when you put her in. That was awesome. There's a trillion things happening all at once. That's why I had to put her away. First is, I'm going to come on this side so that it's relevant from your spacing. We're trying to coach you through things. We're asking questions, and there's that was disrupting what I think you probably do normally, but I'm going to repeat it for the sake of the lesson. Is you were in the birdie bubble, meaning like in her case, there's a 6-foot circle. If you're in that circle, game on. I want to know what you're doing. Train me, train me. And then the opposite of the birdie bubble is when you step out of her bubble, she wants to come to you, right? And that's usually more of a baby bird behavior, or there's a distance where you go far enough that they're like, I'm comfortable at 5 feet, but at 6 feet I have to fly to you. And so you're gonna struggle with both of those, but just be aware when you're engaged in her bubble, you've got to actively be giving her cues. Even if the cue is to wait to give a cue, just be really cognizant of every single action you're taking here. So if you're talking and you're holding the target stick, she's gonna get frustrated. So the target stick would be down. And obviously we were trying to communicate at the same time, so it's in no way a reflection of your training, but just an observation for everybody else to kind of notice. The pre-cue is, okay, so this is where, what I call the pre-cue. If you tell a dog to sit, let's say the perch is the dog, and I look at the dog and I go, sit, he's gonna sit. Well, what probably is happening is that he's just looking at my body language, and this became the cue to sit. And anybody that's ever worked with a dog, if you turn around and you tell it to sit, you're gonna turn back around and he's still gonna be like, huh? Right? Because this was so much of the cue. And so in your case, part of what your question was is like, I can't, she'll fly to me when I don't necessarily want. Well, you were giving a pre-cue. And that was that hand coming up. So just be aware of every part of your body language. So now that you're aware that this has become, that actually became the cue. And so now I would say, I usually pair the bird's name with whatever visual cue I want to, especially for free flight, because you want to be able to call, there will be 15 birds out there, and you want to call Rosie and only she comes. And if everybody said come, you're going to end up with the Verde, you're going to get the green wing, the blue throat, you're going to look like Snow White, you know, or Cinderella, just like with all the birds landing. So I would start to go, Rosie, and give the cue at the exact moment that hand is where she thinks the cue is. And then eventually you can call and then put your hand up. And so you can kind of transition out of this to a vocal cue.
Okay, and then I also didn't know if you noticed, like she's like super young too, and I don't know if you noticed like the biting that she does. I just kind of ignore it. I just don't make a big deal of it. I don't reward during that time. I redirect. Is that the best thing to do?
So yeah, redirecting is probably one of the best things. Anytime there's an unwanted behavior, what I often hear is, my bird bit me, now what? And the answer is to avoid the bite. So if you know that when she's on your hand for 3 seconds, she starts to nibble, then be anticipating that and re-cue her back to the perch at 2.5 seconds.
Okay.
So you avoided that 3-second delay that causes her to be like anxiously nipping at you. What I felt like I saw is a bird that's like, okay, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna work.
Yeah.
And because she's a Galah, she's working at like 1,000%. And so she's just full speed ahead and gets impatient, and that's where it's like, okay, I gotta do something, and it's just like fidgety kid, right? So just be anticipating that and work ahead of it. Okay, so what I want to do moving forward on that is pick, now that we've seen kind of what that interaction looks, if you want to achieve one thing today, what is that? Because she'll let us do a bunch, but I think we got to focus because of her energy level. I can get you really clean with one goal, or I can like kind of slightly tidy up a bunch of goals.
It kind of sounds like it's more me than her that is leading up to those tiny little things. So I would say maybe more so like, hey, you clicked, you were delayed. You know, I think it's like the little things like that. I think it's me that needs the shaping.
Yay!
That's kind of where I'm at.
Is there a reason that you recall her to your arm versus your hand?
So I got her from a gentleman he's a cop out in Detroit, Michigan, and his hours, you know, were changing, so he just couldn't take care of her anymore like he wanted to, so we got her, and that's how he trained her.
I think we can clean up you in specifically working on a recall to your hand. We're going to do what is called a behavior extension. So can I have you stand up for a sec?
Yep.
And then you're recalling her to your left hand because you're right-handed and it's easier for you to retrieve treats.
Yep.
Okay. So hold your left hand like this. Okay. So let's say that she's landing here currently. We want her to end up landing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start clicking the moment she lands. You're going to try to get her to land on your hand, but let's just say she lands here. Still click, because that's the moment right there that you want to reinforce. Then you're gonna give the treat here. She has to take one step to get to the treat. Okay? Then the next time you're gonna try to catch her more in your hand, and she's gonna probably go here. Click for this, even though it's not quite what we want yet, but you're gonna give the treat here. So she's done the behavior, she's no longer thinking the hand's scary, she's thinking, how do I get the treat? And she's gonna step over to get the treat. Perfect. Now she's gonna start coming to your hand more. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Especially if she knows that the treat's always gonna come, like she's gotta get to your hand to get to the treat, she's just gonna skip all this BS and go straight to your hand.
And then I would say once that's pretty consistent, you're gonna eliminate the rest of that arm being an option.
So instead of going here, it's going to be here.
Yep.
And that's gonna be closer. And so now, that's the clear target in focus. This is no longer relevant. And you might even go more like this so that there's this gap so she's not, like oftentimes birds will land on the hand and then go to the shoulder because people hold like this, so it's easy to go to the shoulder. So it's those little tiny details that'll clean up that training, but does that kind of make sense for what the goal is?
Yep.
Now we'll put it into action and see how close we can get it.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want me to do the clicking for you so you can just focus on the other things?
That would be great.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so just
So collar as your hand goes up.
Offer your hand though too. Remember how your hand's gonna be open.
Okay, so lure her more or less to your hand.
She needs to rotate her hand too.
Yeah, and it's just all we're looking for initially is that one step. Just go to reset her. And this time when you call her, your hand's gonna come up like this.
Okay.
So that the hand is an option. Okay, so right there. Okay, you forgot your vocals, but you're doing better on the behavior extension, so that's good. So this time try to think of calling your name at the same time your hand comes up. Don't step quite as far because you're getting the flight because you're outside of her bubble, right? Okay, so now you one more time. Nice. Good. This time, as she's flying, you're going to move your arm slightly so that she lands closer to your hand.
Rosie.
Nice.
Perfect.
That was good. So as you notice, it is you, right? So now just catch her on your hand.
Okay. Rosie. Good. Oh, that was a bad seed. Okay, Rosie took it.
Remind me to ask you guys about the logo later.
Rosie?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't click because you didn't call.
Yeah, one of them.
She's gonna start getting really ticked that you're luring her back on the perch every time and never giving her a treat.
Sorry,
Did you
so
still?
Yep, so yeah, so now go and give her a treat right here. We're going back.
Yeah. So,
Yep, hold it right here.
just have her how,
And you can
Like
set her
normal,
there.
like how you were having her just step onto it, but give her a treat for actually doing that.
okay.
Yeah, so we throw those in occasionally, and that was why I was asking about the goal. Call her.
Rosie?
Nice.
Good. She's so motivated. It's amazing.
Okay, so that you lure,
So
you
that-
go ahead and give her the treat. Yep. Because you did kind of like, she anticipated it. So go ahead and call her.
Rosie? Rosie? Good.
Now, all you have to do is start rotating your hand instead of the back of your hand. Start to rotate a little more so she's landing here.
Yeah, you need to be more open. You tend to go and start closing it off.
I'm going to buy you time so you get to your spot. All right, whenever you're ready.
Rosie?
Nice, that was great.
It's so weird to have my hands out. Like I used to be like a horseback rider, so it's so used to like keeping hands in versus out.
Yeah.
Just. Oh, nice.
It's funny how all those things translate over. You did cue her, but
You
go ahead and
did.
treat her for going back. Okay, so remember to call her.
And try to just have it be your hand as the option.
Go ahead.
Rosie?
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, from now on, this is the new normal.
And see how this is like your bed here. This is
Yeah.
perfect. Keep that.
Yeah,
New normal.
new normal.
New normal.
Yeah.
So that logo's the same that Taz did on my Geo shirt. It actually might be the wingsuit logo too.
Oh, you can see that.
She just outlined it, I think. So you can treat her for going back there. Only because she fell but chose to go to you, I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm gonna block her for a sec. Go back like a few more feet.
Okay.
Go, go, go. Get ready to call her. All right, and she looks good to go. Go ahead and call her.
Rosie. 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 Come on. Good.
Tail makes it a little hard for
Look at the
her.
little crest. Oh, crest went upside down.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time go ahead and pause there and see if, is she target?
Yes.
Rosie.
See that?
No, right here. Oh, hi.
Although I don't have it.
Rosie.
Okay, see if you can get her to make a hop back to the perch.
Okay.
It is a little slippery for her.
Good.
So now, from here on out, let her hop back to the perch.
Okay.
Because if it's just you and the perch outside free flying, the perch will become as important as Jamie and I flying together.
Okay.
When you're ready, go ahead and give us a perfect version of the recall.
And I think we should
Right where
end
I'm
on
at?
that one.
Yep,
Okay. Rosie.
cool. And we'll end on that. We'll do more of the recall, we'll clean it up. And where we left off was you had her about here, and then try to get her to the perch to like fly back.
And remember, the new normal was only offering the hand. So it's only the hand is the option.
And I would encourage you to get the treat. So like, first of all, don't turn your back, I don't think you did. Don't turn your back to walk here. You might have actually. When you set her down, grab it, get your treat ready, and then you're giving the call at the same time the hand comes up, and your treat's already ready.
Okay.
Cool. If you need me to help click for you, I will.
I'll try it first and
Okay.
see if I can multitask.
Okay.
We'll see.
Then, just keep this in mind, it's better to not click than to click late.
Okay.
Just like tap, tap, tap.
Good girl.
That was more about your angle than the distance. You were trying to have her hop down. If you would have put her more level, which you eventually did, then she landed. See? Come on, Rosie.
Nice. Way better on the hand. Way better. It's not even the same as you did in the very beginning.
Nice here.
Good.
So you rejected her there. So you can catch her, just reset her. If this outside and there was 10 miles an hour wind, she would have kept going. And you would have been struggling for 30 minutes. And you would have called me in the middle of a meeting twice. And I would have sent you the voicemail.
Oh my gosh.
And then you would have got her. This just happened. It's still fresh.
Yeah.
Just catch the bird.
Oh, so that wasn't a hop.
Rosie.
Excellent.
Good.
Rosie. You can do it. Come on, Rosie. Good.
So one thing I'll catch you on
It's okay.
is, so you can just pause right there a sec.
Okay.
Try to call no more than twice, and then we'll get you down to only once.
Okay.
I have a question too. Is it okay for her too, when she has her hand, to put that pressure on her foot?
It probably won't go well with her.
Okay.
Yeah. If she doesn't mind, yeah, go for it. But she
So
probably
when you
will
were
care.
trying to get her back to the perch, try to stay level with the perch. Okay. And ask her to actually fly back. Right now you're just letting her step back. Dave wants a hop because eventually we're going to extend it into a flight.
Okay.
So if she flies early, catch her and reset her.
Rosie.
Nice. So lower your hands.
There. That's what it is. So once you got her at the right level, she's just like, cool, I think that's cool.
Catch her.
You gotta catch her though.
So under 2 phone calls, and she's stuck in a tree for a half hour.
Good. Yay.
Rosie.
Good.
Nice.
Way better.
Perch. Perch.
A little closer. There you go.
And I think we're about the tail end of her motivation. So go whatever distance you think she's most likely to fly. It could be closer, it could be further,
Okay.
or it could be right where you are. And let's
Rosie.
make this one perfect. Nice. Cool. That was great. Yeah, then you can go ahead and hang out with her for like 30 seconds, then we'll put her away. So if she likes head scratches, you can give those. If she doesn't want them, don't do it. So again, and you didn't do it, which is good, but I'll highlight it. If half the reinforcement is coming from you, that could be, it could be leaving, it could be staying there with the bird. What we don't want to do is end on a perfect rep after a great session and then stuff her in a crate by herself. Translate that to outside. If you go outside, she comes back to you and there's a pattern like, hey, I did that perfectly, bad, then she's gonna not come back. Because she'll know that if she does it perfectly, she gets put in the crate. So we wanna always change the consequence. When she got a lot of treats and she gets to hang out with you, I'd say that's a pretty good consequence, right? We think of consequences like you're bad, you're being punished, but like is extended because we wanna see more of that behavior. So she's super happy right now.
A big takeaway for me today was just like really focusing on one goal and mastering that by watching what I'm doing and how I'm cueing Rosie before moving on to the next thing. Like the biggest thing today was remembering to say purge when I was asking her to purge, and just remembering those little things myself and just kind of really just taking a deep breath and focusing on what I'm going to do and how I want, like picture how I want it, and then going forward and doing the behavior with her. So,
And like what Dave said, just even though it's a short session where you're only doing a couple behaviors, you can still draw it out in actual time and like think about what you're going to do and then do the behavior and then step back, take that time again to reset and do it again.
I want to give a huge shout out to Off the Hook Exotics for their amazing hosting of our masterclass.